What up, folks? Hey, we are here live. Josh here, 86 Boxing. You know the deal. Him, my man, Skywalker Boxing, holding it down. New Mexico Boxing doing their thing. We got a special guest today for sure. Very special guest. You might know him as Treypound, also EF3. You'll know what that means right there. None other than the man himself, Ervin Fuller the third.
Man, what's going on with y'all?
Hey, we good, man. It's good to have you back in the mix. I think we
Okay.
last talked it was spring because I know baseball season had just kicked off or whatnot,
Yeah,
and of course a lot has happened in between that. You've since fought and everything of that nature. So, but what's been going on with you there, Trey? Here over the last several months.
man, not much. Just same old working, man. Crafting every day in the gym, getting better, and sticking to the goal, sticking to the plan.
Okay, no, good stuff. And he means that too. Every day in the
Yeah,
gym. Hey, for
Yeah,
y'all that don't know, that's the way you reach greatness in this sport. Every day in the gym. I can attest. I see him out there doing his thing every day. It's those days that man, you might feel like, you know what, I do not really want to go in and put in this work right now. So I'm just feeling some type of way, but still, you got to push through that stuff.
yeah, most definitely. That's the main time you need to do it. That's the main time
yeah.
you feel like it.
And
Oh,
so this is like your third time being on the panel with us, letting us interview you. We've seen you elevate. Your last fight, man, you got a third round stoppage on Pro Box. You got that exposure from Pro Box. Everybody got to see who Trey Pounds was.
That's
Ervin
right.
Fuller the third, and you're 11-0, man. And so how's everything after this fight, man?
Man, it feel good, but I know it's gonna get 10 times harder. So I'm just staying focused, staying locked in, and thinking about the next 10 steps, and I really try and get comfortable where I'm at. Of course, I appreciate the small goals, but there's always more to be done.
oh yeah, no, and hey, I was mentioning to Skywalker, the original opponent had fallen out of that contest, sort of short notice and all that stuff. So you just have to adapt, overcome, and move through it. So
Yeah.
same thing is happening with Frankie, things of that nature. How do you handle that in terms of, or do you even think about it? Because you're in the gym right there. We know there are different styles and all that stuff, but when an opponent change happened and all that stuff, how do you even digest that? What goes through your mind?
I mean, well, you just see, you gotta stay locked in. You know, you putting the work in. I know at our gym, we put the work in. We not cutting no corners. So another opponent change. It's really no difference. You just adapt to what they bring in. I know for sure the work that I've been putting in, or the work as a team we've been putting in, nobody gonna be able to stop it. So you just go in there with that same game plan, aware, being ready to adapt to however they come.
Oh yeah. Yes, sir. That's good. That's good stuff right there. Real quick, shout out to everyone who's in the mix. We're here with Trey Pound himself, Ervin Fuller the third. You might know him at 122 pounds, holding it down out here in the DMV. Shout out to Rodolfo Rivera Jr. in the mix there. We got Jose in the mix. Appreciate you there, Jose. We got Trina Fuller. Hey, Trina, appreciate you dropping by, showing some love here with Ervin Trey Pound, of course. We got Dylan. Dylan, hey, thanks for dropping in there, Dylan Matthew and Gabe. Gabe, we appreciate you there.
G5.
G5 Gabe there for coming through as well. Yeah, we're here with Ervin Trey Pound Fuller. And while I dropped it in the chat, folks, it's at 10K Trey. I'm dropping it right now, as a matter of fact, at 10K Trey __ on Instagram. And that's how you'll find them and keep up with what's going on there. So, man, hey, Trey, talking about like so much has happened in the midst of that. You got your win. You see Frankie out there, your gym mate there, one of your gym mates there, Frankie Scarborough, doing his thing as well. He just had a crazy knockout there on Pro Box, and yeah, it was one that was pretty nice there, first rounder as well. What did you think of
Right,
that?
right.
Man, I expected it to happen. You know what I'm saying? And I'm definitely happy for him. I'm right beside him, putting in the work with him. So for him to go and perform on that stage, it's like I told y'all so. You know what I'm saying? Y'all
Oh
just
yeah,
had to do it for yourself. But basically, what they worked on in camp, what we worked on in camp, it came to fruition. And he did it easy with ease. You know what I'm saying? That's a gained opponent. He was 8-0 with all 8 victories by knockout. So for him to go out there and
hmm
showcase and make it look that easy against a top guy like that,
oh yeah.
just go to show he one of the ones.
Yeah. And Pro Box, they got a reputation for matching you up pretty tough, you know, compared
Oh
to
yeah,
other promotions. So and man, you guys just put on a show, man. You showed that the area is tough, man. You guys don't mess around. Like you said, the franchise man, he got some notoriety through a highlight reel knockout, right? So
yeah.
yeah,
That's
man.
most definitely. That's one thing about Pro Box. You fight on Pro Box, they gonna see if you ready. You know what I'm saying? So see if you sink or you swim. And with Pro Box, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no handpick opponents. It's either you gonna accept who they telling you got to fight, or hey, you don't fight it out.
They're good at building champs. You know, Angelo Leo fought on there. They gave him like Mike Plania. They gave him a few fights on there because he took some time off after losing to Cool Boy Steph back in the day. And Pro Box brought him back, and they got him a title shot right away with Top Rank. You know, and I like the fact that they work with other promotions, and they do some really good matchmaking. They're all about putting on a show. So you know, it's not no easy work. You know, you're gonna have to fight, but you know, at least you get exposure. But man, the DMV's heating up, man. We just seen Lamont Roach Jr. last night too, and
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
What'd you
yeah.
think of the fight last night?
That was a real competitive fight for sure. But I feel as though Lamont edged it out. I feel as though the first half was competitive as far as
Yeah.
like the first 1 to 4, 5 rounds, but from 6 to 12, I feel as though Lamont showed the difference and established his dominance. You know what I'm saying, he showed that he can sit there and fight with Pitbull Cruz. Then he showed that he can box him too. So I feel as though he edged it out.
Oh yeah. No, you know, yeah, that's good. You wanted to mention that. I was scoring it. I had it 115, 113 for Roach. But yeah, competitive fight, early rounds, Pitbull was doing his thing. He started to get a little frustrated there in the middle and towards the tail end of it, which might have been one of the reasons that didn't work out in his
Yeah.
favor for sure because he
Uh,
got deducted a point.
Facts for sure. When you ever see Pitbull like that, so it's like, come on, man. That's all right, man. That was crazy. And whatever judge had a 111 and 115,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's insane, bro. That's insane, bro.
there was a lot of dirty fighting, man, in that fight, man. There was
Yeah,
some heads being thrown. There, you know, it was pretty
The
dirty.
bull using his head up there like,
yeah, yeah, man. Headbutts, low blows, or all types of stuff, man. All types of stuff. And Lamont adapted. He
oh
adapted to
yeah,
that, and I feel as though he beat Pitbull Cruz at his own game. And then even when it got tough, he ain't shy away from the competition. And then he switched it up at that. He switched it up and said, "All right, I beat you at your fight. Now I'm gonna box you." You know what I'm saying? So I feel as though he did. He definitely had Pitbull frustrated. Took him out his game.
oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You know, and he was forced to stand in the pocket at times, like you said, and actually get off some shots there on Pitbull, and he was landing with that left hook there for sure. And this is a second straight draw for
yeah.
down Lamont. Yeah, that's crazy right there.
Fair shake.
What would be going through your mind right there, Trey? Two straight draws because you put in that work and all that stuff, and then it's like, dang, it's left to the judges.
Man, I don't know. It's like, I don't want to say you discouraged, but you like, what more can I show? You know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
what more can I do? But I guess you gotta add that as feel. I'm saying, give them another reason why you should have been a winner. But yeah, I know. In that moment right there, it's real frustrating for Lamont, especially since he put all that work in. Again, you put on a dominant performance like that and beat somebody else that they own game. It's crazy. Then
yeah,
again, it's about some politics. He did go in his backyard to fight him, so you know how it be sometimes with the going into somebody else's backyard. If it's close, they they favoring the home team. But if you being somebody convincingly like that, come on, man.
yeah.
I don't see what the problem would be with giving it to the one who wants to ask for.
Yeah, hey, always something in boxing, you know. Yeah, when it comes down to the scorecards, sometimes the officiating. I thought the officiating was not as good. I felt like I seen the guy who was officiating. He's of course a veteran of the sport and all of that stuff, but he kind of lost a little bit of control at points and all of that stuff. But hey,
Yeah. So
um, you know, it's tough. I would say it is tough, but hey. some of those, sometimes that style clash adds to that. So, hey, it is what it is. But I guess the DMV, hey, we're still live out here. We got, I feel like there's so much talent. Skywalker had alluded to it, but you got Lamont. I remember just being at the media day and all that stuff and seeing all the interest and things leading up to this fight. But I think it says something. I also think it says something. Hey, Pro Box, they can continue to come back through, to the DMV. So they realize it themselves there. And you've been on the shows that they've had starting up here. So I think that's pretty much big time. And I know you appreciate it. I want to get your thoughts on it. But one of the things in some of these other areas, certainly if you're in some of the smaller areas, those opportunities don't come about as much. And I know you were saying that you're ready to get back in there. You know what I'm saying? So how do you feel about that in terms of, hey, Probox, they keep coming through other shows and they keep calling you back. So that's got to be motivating in itself, right?
Yeah, it just let me show that let me get to know that I'm doing something right. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting on these dominant performance. I'm entertaining the crowd. So it just go to show that they see that I'm ready, man. They see that I'm one of them guys that you gotta look out for. So for them to keep calling back for me to get on the car, it's a blessing. So I'm definitely ready to get back on the next one to fight in general. You know what I'm saying? So you been in the gym with us. I just got back in the camp myself. I got some news on the way. So I'm be looking out for me to be fighting again and putting on another statement real soon. Real soon.
Yeah, let us know when that announcement drops, man. We'll spread the word too, hype it up. But man, like you said, that whole gym is killers, man. You got Tara Brown in there, you got Frankie Scarborough, you got a lot of killers in there. So all your stablemates are stars in themselves too.
Yeah, like you know what they say, you are who you hang around. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a domino effect from Tierra, from WBC champion Tierra to Frankie. Then you got Max. Then you got me.
Yeah,
you got
Max.
Jay, you know what I'm saying? You got a whole lineup full of killers. You know what I'm saying? So it's just you ain't got no choice but to adapt to what you're around.
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah, and I know we've mentioned it before, but yeah, you get good sparring as well with top level fighters out there. And hey, people see them, they know who they are, you know what I'm saying? Because they know the DMV is out there. So that adds to the mix as well. So there's no lack or shortage of you being able to find at least something you can work on your game, whether that's sparring, then working with these world champions, things of that nature. So that's pretty solid in itself right there.
Yeah, most definitely. And the good thing about it, everybody about 15, 20 minutes away from each other at the most. So
Yeah.
it's not hard to find work at all. It's not hard to find work. And, the talent coming out of the DMV. So we got a whole bunch, man. A whole bunch waiting, a whole bunch coming up, and a whole bunch making an impact now.
Oh yeah, no, that's dope right there. And the other thing is like cool when like I see yourself out there, Frankie, the likes, you got support too, especially the people they come out, they show love, you see them rocking the shirts. As a matter of fact, I got my this is from the last time around. I was showing this on the previous podcast. Look at that, folks. Team Treypound right here. It's something about that. That extra motivation for you when you see or you hear, of course, and then see some of those shirts because the way it is crazy when you be out there. You can just see the crowd, you see the people with the shirts on representing all that stuff. Is that extra motivation?
Oh yeah, most definitely, no question, no doubt about it. That's definitely extra motivation. Actually, hype me up. You know what I'm saying? Before a fight, everybody going through all types of emotions and stuff. But when I see my peoples, and I see everybody who rooting for me, even the ones who not rooting for me, but if I see just my name, my shirts, everybody chanting my name, that turn me up. It's like, all right, it's time to go. It's time to do it. Let's rock out. It's time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out everyone else who's dropped back in the mix. Gray Fox, we see you out there. James, we see you out there. Cobra Buys, salute there to you. Cobra Buys. We're here with Team K Trey. And you can follow him on Instagram. I dropped it in the chat. I'll try to pin it. But basically at 10K Trey __. That's where you'll find them. People showing love out there for 10K Trey, 122 pounder, making waves here. And y'all better stay tuned in, stay locked in. Going back to that last fight, I mentioned you had that opponent change and all that stuff, but you still went in there and did your thing, got him out of there in the third round. What was it like as far as were you in there? Did you just kind of see some opens? Did you feel that you were going to get that stoppage? How was that little process when you were in there with this guy here in that last contest?
Since like you said, since it was a last minute switch up, I didn't get to see no film on the dude or nothing. It was just basically once I get in there, adapt to what it is. But from off the first round, I seen that he got a little too overjealous. Like he got a little too overjealous and he was real aggressive. So I just had to stay calm and figure out the weaknesses, what is his weakness and everything. But I seen that he didn't like when the aggression was showed back to him. He definitely didn't like body shots for sure. So it was really just on establishing the jab and sticking to the game plan, which is the defensive pressure, stay behind your jab. Just really get down his rhythm and capitalize off it. So once I seen that he didn't really like the aggression, he didn't like body shots, I was like, all right, let me set it up. Getting back to my corner, they're like, all right, start popping the jab, letting your combinations go and walking him down. And as the rounds went on, even though I only went 3 rounds, by the second round, I seen the arm in his game that he kept his left hand down real low. So by the time the third round came around, that right hand was in clear eyes view to let go, and that's the one that clipped him.
Yeah. No, that's nice stuff right there. And I know you I think about that because in the earlier stages you build up in those rounds, but I know you're trained and conditioned, to deal with whatever, when that attrition comes in or whatever it may be. Because I know that you're out there, you put in the work, you run, you hit that pavement, do your thing, even if it's just yourself, And I
Yeah,
think that matters right there in terms of sometimes, hey, it might just be you, but you still have to go out there and do that thing, So I think that's a plus side to you.
most definitely, man. That's the work that you put in when nobody else watching that really get you over the hump. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir. Jose says if his hands were low because he was covering his body good. See, good to see you notice that.
That
Oh
body
yeah.
work.
You know what they say, you start from the body, head gonna fall, man. Head gonna fall, man. Just like that, it failed, but it failed faster than I thought it was. Though. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't expecting for once that right hand landed for him to go out like that, but
Hmm.
know what they
Yeah.
say, when you don't force a knockout, that's when it comes.
Oh yeah. Especially hey, you hit them with something they don't see, all that good stuff. You just doing your thing, going in the mix. And I
Yeah,
seen the way you be hitting those bags and things of that nature. Woo. Hey,
yeah.
you might be at 122, but folks, you don't want to feel them punches. I'm telling you.
For real, man.
You
For real,
plan on,
that's
you plan on staying that super bantamweight?
yeah. For now, yeah. Once I get those belts at super bantamweight done, I move up to like 26 feather or super feather. Yeah, 26, 130. I think the biggest I ever get is 130 though, but
Yeah.
who knows how it's going. But definitely, once I get these belts at 122, go to 126, conquer that division too, and then go to 130, do the same thing. By the time I do that in 130, I'll be about ready to go, man. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, that's good right there. And
yeah,
yeah, it's good having that mindset too, because hey, you have an end game in goal or in mind or whatever. Think about that. Of course, we know boxing isn't forever. And I see the way you make moves as hey, with the gym just in general, building that brand and everything.
yeah,
As a matter of fact, and I saw the last video that you had out there that was kind of highlighting you leading up to this contest and everything. So that's a plus side as well. Are you on YouTube? Do you have a YouTube channel?
yeah. I got a YouTube channel. It's my first and last name, Ervin. You can search up Ervin Fuller or Ervin Treypound Fuller, and everything should pop up. Especially
Okay.
I just recently dropped like 3 back-to-back episodes. They're like
Okay.
recap episodes. Then got caught up with everything in there. it's definitely more on the way. It's definitely more big news, more great videos. Just a whole lot in store for me coming in 2026.
Okay, good, good. Yeah, I'm gonna find it and drop it in here because I had saw it on Instagram. And yeah, I want to find the YouTube. I'll definitely share that as well, folks. We're here with Ervin Treypound Fuller. Shout out Lou in the mix right there.
And Lou, man, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on with you? Hey, no doubt about it. He got next for sure there. Hey, Trina Fuller asked a question. Excuse me. Do you come away with the learning experience from each fight? Good
Oh yeah,
question.
most definitely. If I feel as though I learn something every fight, just by the fight of what I didn't do, just the mental aspect. I learned from every fight. Even if the fight seemed like I made it, even if I feel like I made the fight seem like it was that easy or I made the fight seem easy, I always leave with at least, if not one, two to three things from the fight that I can get better at and that I can do well.
Okay, no, that's good stuff. Hey, shout out Kiki there as well. Good to
Yeah,
see you there, Kiki
that's,
in a bit. Lou, Kiki, we appreciate you for sure. I always showing
that's,
love out here in the area. Hey, be sure to go check out Live with Light Skin Lou. I'll have to
mhm.
drop that one as well. Be sure to go check that out. Great
Yeah,
content.
great.
Hey,
Oh
they're
yeah,
always in the mix. Hey, they were down there in San Antonio as well. They're showing
How I
love there.
keep up with your area, bro, is through their channel, man. So yeah,
that's what they do, man. They look out this shit. That's one thing about them. They definitely show love. They
Oh
showing
yeah.
love to everybody, man. So y'all definitely
yeah,
support them.
yeah. They're
Oh
really.
yeah.
Yeah, I always follow them.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's crazy, and you realize it. Hey, that goes a long way as well. Because I remember, yeah, heading down there to Houston when Tierra fought and all the stuff. And
Yeah.
you think about it, man, just knowing that hey, some people from back home or whatever are in the midst there with you, even when you're traveling to other territories and all that stuff. Hey, that's crazy. And I know it means a lot.
Yeah, definitely. Most definitely. They do the fighters hot good. Just to know that there's somebody back and they play just as well as
Mm-hmm.
the coaches, you know what I'm
Oh
I was
yeah.
gonna ask you. You had a fight, man. I think it was right before the Pro Box fight, and
saying?
you had an opponent, man. And your opponent, he wasn't skillful like you. I remember watching you, and he was just frustrating. I don't know. I forgot what opponent that was. If it was the fight before that one. But
Mm.
you had one fight where you were in there with someone that was clumsy, a little dirty. Um, was it the fight before the Pro Box fight?
Which uh the
Watch one of your fights, and you
It
had
could
an
have been Davis Promotions. It could have been Davis Promotions.
yeah, if he was I'm trying to think who you was talking about. I know the fight before the Pro Box one, that's when I fought Shalik Paisley. That's when I wore the pink.
Mhm,
That's the
okay.
southpaw I fought. And before that, I think it was a dude.
I think it was the fight before that. Yeah, you had someone in there, and he was getting warned by the ref. I forgot, man. He was fighting you a
Oh,
little.
I know exactly what fight you talking about. You talking about the fight when the dude was he quit. He said he had the blurry vision.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Uh,
Damn,
yeah,
you didn't even catch like that, the blurring vision.
and the crazy thing about it was with a jab though. I hit him with a jab, and he said he had blurry vision. It was crazy. That whole fight right there, the whole lead up to the fight was crazy too. With the him coming in overweight. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
man.
Him poking holes in the gloves. Like it was crazy. That whole fight right there was crazy. Man, it was crazy.
Oh yeah, I bet. No, that's crazy. Yeah. Hey, and we had that. You reminded me in this contest from last night, or this pay per view from last night, because Fulton and Foster had fought, and I know Fulton came in overweight and all of that stuff. That's that man. That's a tough mark. I know I mentioned this. It's just like, hey, you put in that work. I know you're putting in the work and all that stuff, and then your opponent comes in overweight and all of that, man. What like goes to your mind in that regard, especially considering that, hey, you have this option, you can continue forward with it, or you cannot. But if you don't do that, you put in all this work, then you gotta wait and all of that stuff.
Yeah, it definitely is a bummer, and it's frustrating because we professionals, so you know your
Hmm.
weight. You know what I'm saying? You get more than enough time to prepare for it. So when you get more than at least 6 weeks, 5 to 6 weeks, 7 to 8 weeks to prepare and to cut weight, and you still coming overweight, it's like a slap in the face. It's disrespectful.
Yeah.
It's basically like you ain't care. You know what I'm saying? If you knew you couldn't make the weight or you knew it was gonna be hard, you try to work something out. But if you sign that dotted line and it's confirmed that you fighting at this weight, you gotta make the weight. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it definitely was frustrating. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Especially if the person can't make the weight, you go into the decision like, all right, I done went through a whole training camp. Do I just cancel the fight? And that's a waste. That's a fight down the drain and a waste of training camp. Put my body through tail, or you go through with the fight. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely frustrating for sure.
Okay, yeah, I could definitely see that being the case. I was wondering. That's good that you let it be known.
Yeah,
Um, so yeah, so hey, fighters out there, if you sign to make a weight, make it. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
really.
Come on now. Especially your opponents put in the work, but there is a professionalism to it.
Yeah.
You got to carry yourself in that way. But there are those that, of course, they have the lifestyle of sort of a foot in, a foot out. You know what I'm saying? You got to be locked in this sport, especially if you're destined for that greatness. So, yeah, and like I said, I can attest to it just from seeing you there in the gym. Like you're always there, so you're always on that mindset, not for any of the nonsense right there. So there's a beauty to that.
Yeah, really, really. Like you said, you in there firsthand, so you see the ins and outs. You know what I'm saying? This will come with the sport. I mean, if it's easy, everybody be doing it. So that's just some of the sacrifice you gotta make. You want to fight, you gotta make the weight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and the team is on point too. I just think about from a coaching perspective. You got Nesto there, got all the coaches really. Nesto, Metro, Coach Herb, all of
Yeah.
them in the mix there, and I just be laughing because when I see you in there, they don't cut you any slack or whatever because you could be in there shadow boxing like, hey, stop doing it like that. You need to be,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying, and all of that stuff. But you're building champions out of there. So
Yeah,
I'm sure you take that in, and hey, improve from it. But that's always funny just to see it there because you could be doing something like hitting the bat, like no, you got to do it like this, da da da, da. But you're still just locked in.
yeah. That's one thing about our gym. Every single last coach from Nesto, Metro, Herb, Don, any of the coaches, they all hands on, so they ready to critique with anything. And for sure, you not cutting no corners because if one not watching, the other one is. So
Oh
man,
yeah,
for real, that's funny you said that. That's definitely how it is. But it's like all of them got a certain type of style to their coaching, and when you put it all
Mhm.
together, it's like 5 to 6 forces against that one person when it comes fight night. So I don't see us losing at all.
No, yeah. Hey, I've been picking up some things. Don't be surprised you see me
Yeah,
with the mitts here in a couple of
yeah.
weeks. You know what I'm saying?
Real,
Hey, one of those joints. No, we appreciate everyone being here. The mix where Ervin Treypound Fuller, he's here. Hey, show some love, folks. Be sure to follow him. Hey, on Instagram, you can find him at 10K Trey __. You know what it is there. We appreciate all of you dropping in, showing some love, dropping questions and all this stuff. So Trina mentions in Trey Pound, what do you see yourself in you see yourself with boxing in the future?
pound for pound, the best. Uh,
Yeah.
multiple weight class champ, undisputed, the face of boxing. Real though, but yeah, not seriously though. Definitely, I see myself taking over the sport and just being one of those ones to go down and be the best boxer to fight and put on gloves. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Yeah.
yeah, hey, it can happen, no doubt about it. Because hey, you're locked in, and hey, you have a finite opportunity. Some squander it, some stay locked in, and they reap the benefits of such.
Yeah,
So keep that same mentality. I mean, the rest, hey, is destined.
I
yeah,
have a question about legacy and stuff. A lot of fighters they fight to become world champions. To have whatever belt, whether it be the WBC, the IBF, WBO. What do you think about Bud Crawford and the sanctioning fees? This recent controversy lately with them charging him a lot of money, but I mean, as a champion, I mean, you want to chase belts, you know what I mean? But they do come with sanctioning fees. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, that whole thing was crazy. That whole thing was crazy. I just feel as though you paying all that money, it should go to something. So the questions that everybody asking is, where's that money going? Us boxers, I want to know, because if we put in all of that money into the sanctioning fees, we taking it away from us. That's money for us to feed our family. So we just want to know if we putting it into a good place and we putting it in good hands instead of putting it to waste. So I can understand where Bud Crawford is coming from at that as well. But it's just the whole thing of where the money is going. Is it going to something good, or y'all trying to get over or pocket that money? So it's a whole bunch of questions that we'll want to be answered to confirm, to know for sure this the reason why we're doing it and our money not going to waste.
Fair enough, right there. No, I feel you there for sure because that is still one of the questions. We know that there are a number of sanctioning bodies out there. I guess those four majors. So this was WBC right here, sort of where the controversy lies.
I got a little story about my family. My uncle was a world champion with the WBC. He was the 130-pound WBC champ back in 1983. They tried to jump the line, jump all the mandatories, and they brought in Hector Camacho. And Don King came with all the money. My uncle, he didn't want to take the money, bro. He was like, "No, I don't want the money. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight this kid. He don't deserve it. I'm gonna fight Boza Edwards." So when he fought Boza Edwards, man, to defend his title, they stripped my uncle, bro. So you know what I mean? They stripped him because of politics. You're talking, and so I mean, they do have a history of that, from the past. Even from my own family, I've heard a lot of bad things about Jose Solomon, which was Mauricio's father, and what he did to my uncle back in the day. But definitely, man, just to say that you are the champion, like I always brag to my friends. I'm like, yeah, my uncle, he's a 2-division WBC champ, regardless, and
Oh yeah.
it's still the title, man. To say that you've owned that strap, you're the best, and it's a big accomplishment,
Yeah, definitely. I definitely feel as though that with that whole thing, as long as you know what I'm saying, you won the belt, you the champion. As long as you know, that's the best thing that's the best thing about it. I think they did the same thing. They just did that to Lamont, right? They stripped
Oh
his
yeah.
title. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's
Yeah.
it's a lot. It's a lot that come with this boxing that people don't know, and that's one of the things with it too.
Yeah. Sometimes, it's wild. It's not clear. They'll strip one fighter, then another fighter can have the title for 2 years, don't even fight. So I think
Don't
transparency would
fight.
be a benefit.
I think anybody that's a world champion should be treated equally,
It's
and I
crazy.
think they're always looking for an image. I think, bro, an image or a certain type of fighter for their image, whatever, and they're very discriminative towards other world
Really,
champions. A lot of
really,
great champions that don't get that much recognition.
really, and it's like how can you have one champion, the undisputed champion at 168? He had a mandatory for dang almost where 3 years. He
Yeah,
had a
Yeah.
and
mandatory for 2 to 3 years. Didn't fight the mandatory. He just holding this belt freely. He finally lose, and Bud ain't had a belt for longer than what, a year,
yeah,
Yeah. I
and y'all
mean,
strip it away from him. He didn't even have a chance to defend it yet. You know
and
what I'm
then you
saying?
had
yeah.
That
well
was
too.
crazy.
And
That's
defend
the
his belt for a long time. They let him still stay champ. I'm like, wow.
that's
Yeah.
insane,
Because
bro.
Bud got it in September, or what was that, August, or when was that fight, or was that May? Okay, September. Okay, yeah, because it's around the holiday there,
The
Mexican Independence Day, or Cinco de Mayo, yeah, Mexican
Oh yeah, it
Independence
was
Day.
getting closer. Yeah, you're definitely right.
So yeah, that's when Canelo usually fights, May and then September. So yeah, he hasn't had it that long.
He got it stripped off for a fee. He
Oh
didn't
yeah.
even get defended yet. He got it stripped for a fee when the man was walking around, didn't fight his mandatory, had a mandatory challenger for 2 to 3 years and didn't fight. And it's crazy, man. It's a dirty game, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. Politics.
Yeah, it's crazy. They can do some crazy things. Not to mention, last night in the Fulton and Foster fight. Of course, Fulton came in overweight. Ashaki Foster champion at 130, but they're fighting for an interim 35 pound title, man. What the heck? Like,
Yeah,
come on now.
that was crazy too. At first, when I seen the weigh-in and they said what they was fighting for, I'm like 35. I'm like, what's up with that? But that's when I seen that they broke the news. They was like, yeah, he couldn't make the weight. I don't even know how they made that to a 135. I don't know how they did that. I don't know. I never seen nothing like that. I don't know how they did that.
Yeah, that's like the first.
That was crazy. I don't know how they did something like that.
Oh yeah. It's insane. It is absolutely insane.
They getting real creative with this stuff. They get real creative.
Oh yeah, hey, that's crazy, man. It's wild. Shout out Remy in the mix there. Canelo had the IBF for 2 weeks and got a mandatory. Okay, for 2 weeks. Yeah, it's like that. Shout out Remy, holding it down. Hey, fellow vet right there. Appreciate you there, Remy, coming in showing some love as always. We're here with Ervin Treypound Fuller holding it down. DMV standing up and all that stuff. And man, he's gonna be back in the ring at some point here in the near term. So, man, I know you're looking forward to that. What's it like for you when you're just kind of sitting out there, kind of just waiting on that call? Hey, I got another fight coming up or something like that. Because I was kind of mentioning it earlier. You never know when that call is gonna come, but you just kind of have to let the plan play out. And hey, you're doing some things right. So, what's going through your mind when you're just sitting there waiting, you know?
It felt weird. It feels weird. It feels weird, but since I know I got something coming up now, I mean, I'm eager. You know what I'm saying? I'm eager to let everybody know I'm ready to fight. But sitting back, man, it seems weird. You know, I want to stay as active as possible. And I don't know. It's just the gym. Like that's my safe haven. That's my home. So it's just like,
yeah,
being in the gym every day. I was cool. It was chill. Seeing my brothers fight though, it just made me want to fight too. But it turned me up. It felt good to look at it from the outside. Like I said, I was on the bench. You know what I'm saying? So it looked good from look at it from the bench from one point in time. But nah, I'm ready to get back in there. You know what I'm saying? Me not fighting or just sitting out like this. I don't know. That's when I spend the most money or something. So I gotta do something that's gonna keep me on my toes. Keep busy, man. Most of it. I don't know. I'm a gym rat. I stay in the gym, so
oh yeah.
I know the call coming soon, so I'll just stay ready.
I got a lot of friends that are matchmakers, a lot of important people that are in the audience, man, that tune in. But if you guys haven't seen Ervin Fuller with the third fight, man, go watch his fights. This guy is the goods. I'm telling you, man.
Appreciate it. Man.
Yeah, you're on another level, man. You're undefeated for a reason, and you can see the skill, man. Looks like you got more than 11 fights, man, when you fight. So just keep it up, man.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, that's one of the things right there that helps him stand out because he had a pro ready style while he was in the amateurs. I remember Ernesto talking about that right there. So you've been kind of pro ready as it goes. So that transition, seemed like it was kind of just a natural thing.
Yeah, most definitely. And what a lot of people don't know, I only had 22 amateur fights. You know what I'm saying? I had 22 amateur fights, and Nesto knew for sure after those 22 amateur fights that I was ready to go pro. And ever since then, we here now. We've been putting in the work, and now I'm 11-0, soon to be 12. You know what I'm saying? But even with those 22 amateur fights, I didn't have an easy road at all. So it was either I had to strap on my boots, put my big boy pants on, and go to work, or I check out. As you can see, I ain't check out, and it's only the beginning. Sky's the limit, really.
Yeah, no doubt about that right there. And hey, it's about, as Nesto says, it's about quality over quantity. You're getting that quality work. That's what matters. Going down to the spar and everything. That quality, it takes you a long way because you can see people run up the numbers, and there's ways to run those numbers up. You know what I'm saying? But when the going gets tough, it's that quality that shines through, you know.
Yeah, most definitely. Like you said, the quality. I mean, of course, it's good to get all those fights down your belt, but the main thing is you getting experience. You getting the experience you need. You know, everybody got a different role. So when you
Mm-hmm.
when you feel as though you ready to make that turn or hit that corner to go pro, that's when you do. But it was just with me. My coach seen fit that I was ready at that point in time. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad I chose that at that time because now look where I'm at, and there's only so much farther I can go.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's dope right there. That's real talk right there. So yeah, we're certainly looking forward. Again, folks, we're here with Ervin Treypound Fuller. Trina says, "Get ready, get ready, get ready." Can't wait to see your next fight. Great things coming your way. Treypound, keep up the good work. Certainly, certainly, she's staying in the mix, staying locked in with that focus. Because hey, there's a lot of things that could lead a person astray out here in this world. It's crazy right there. So I'll be happy, just seeing you in the gym. And even hey, we can all learn from it. Whenever I go to the gym, I'm thinking to myself as well, like, you know what? I could be somewhere else, but I'm right here. Seeing
Yeah,
these young men and women put in that work. So it's a beautiful thing. And that's one of the things about boxing, sort of getting to see the background work that goes down and it goes into a fight.
yeah,
Even though it's like considered an individual sport, it's really a team sport when you look at the back end and how all of the build up comes together right there. So I think, yeah, more people seeing that and getting an appreciation for that, I think it would, shed light on things a bit more.
yeah. Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. When it's all on your preparation and then the people that's around you. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a great team, you get great results, but you got to put the work in. But having great coaches around you, the right preparation from how you train, what you eat, keeping your mental right, getting the right spawn, getting the right rest, just everything corresponds with each other, and you getting of course great coaching as well. So you put all that together, you get a dominant fighter each and every fight. Of course, you got to execute the game plan and adapt to the things that come with the type of styles of fighters you fight. But with your great preparation, you should be clicking on all cylinders, able to adapt to anything.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah, no doubt. When Remy says the Trail on Pro Box recently, yes, recently he was on there when they had their last card here, September 5th
Yeah,
of this year at the Entertainment and Sports Arena. Did his thing, knocked out a guy. So yeah, no, he definitely putting in that work. He says,
yeah,
nice, look familiar. Yes, sir. Irvin Trey Pound Fuller.
Here, yeah, you got some pretty good gyms, man, in the DC area. But man, Hillcrest is building that reputation, man, big time, man. Like you got No Excuse Gym, right? That's with Lamont Roach, and then
Oh yeah.
you have
yeah,
Upton Gym. I've heard of Upton. That's Coach Calvin. But
Oh yeah.
man, your whole stable is star-studded. Not only do you have a world champion with Tara Brown, you got Max Garland, you got Frankie Scarborough. I think
Mm-hmm.
out of that pro box card, I think he gained some fame off of that fight, man, because
Oh yeah.
that reel went viral, bro. I don't know if you've
yeah,
seen it, man. That shit, that just I'm all about numbers. I work with the network, Mo Boxing, no problem. We're always dropping
Mm-hmm.
highlights. Bro, he killed numbers that night, bro. Like I tripped out. I was like, that's good. That's good for your whole team, man. Because if one of you get up to that star level, which we already have Tara Brown, she's a world champion, but
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
once you guys break that high level, you guys just need to uplift each other, bro, and bring each other up, man. Put each other on your card. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the biggest thing in our gym. We all move as one, man.
Oh yeah.
We're a big family, so we all want to see each other win just as bad as our own self. You know what I'm saying? So we hold each other accountable, but it's one big family in there, and we definitely is big on the spiritual. So we all stay prayed up.
Mm-hmm.
We
Mm-hmm.
we one big family. So when one win, we all win. Together we stand. That's
That's all.
how I say it. So we motivate each other. We stay the course, man. Like you said, like I kept saying, like I said earlier, it's like a domino effect. I'm saying from Tierra to Frankie to me to Max to Jay, it's all like a domino effect. I'm saying, so it's like you see one person win, you gonna want to do the same thing. So
Mm-hmm.
do that same thing. You gotta follow the game plan, and that's what definitely setting out the blueprint for all of us to follow.
So
Nice.
yeah, no, that's dope. And you know what I've seen you and I've heard you even note it that like with Tierra, she's a world champion. Being able to be in the gym there, just digest that information as she's
Mhm.
going through camp right there. Like everybody doesn't get that opportunity. You know, there's only so many belts to go around. So
All right.
that right there, man, is crazy. You know, being able to just uh, digest that information, working with a world champion right while she's doing her thing on top of her game.
Your
Yeah,
coaches sound badass, bro. I'm telling you, man. just for what they produce, man. Your hats
yeah,
off to your coaches, man.
man, definitely. Like I said, Coach Nesto and Metro, man, they set out the blueprint, and then with just making Tierra another champion, they showed that it can be done.
Oh
And
yeah.
this is what Nesto's second time being a world champion coach, Metro's first time being a world champion coach. So
Mm-hmm.
like the proof is in the pudding, and he's gonna do it another time with Frank. He's gonna do it another time with me, another time with Max. You know what I'm saying? And come around another time with Jay. So it's like it's everything. We just gotta follow the blueprint. That's all. We gotta follow the game plan. And like I said, it's a domino effect. And you got Tierra's WBC champion. Frank just came off a viral knockout. You know what I'm saying? So it's like everything going up for real. Like everything
Mm-hmm.
going up, and I'm excited for the whole team because the blessing in the room. He in the neighborhood, man. So one get blessed, we all get blessed.
Oh no, yeah, that's good stuff right there. And yeah, and I can see the love shown just when you're in the mix there. So
Yeah,
yeah, it's cool to just be a part of that, being able to come in, film, get some pictures, all of that good stuff right there. You see how it's done. You know, there's really grassroots. It's built from the ground up. You know, and hey, making champions like you mentioned there. This
yeah,
is yeah, and it's not a huge gym either. You know what I'm saying? So it goes to show you right there. It's about that quality. Because
Right.
sometimes we see some glitz and glam out there on YouTube when they're doing these crazy little bump sessions and all that stuff, trying to get views and all of that. But hey, does that get you to a championship? I don't know.
right, right.
But you in a spot where you know how to get to a championship.
Yeah, I'm sure. Definitely. I know how because I seen it happen. I seen Nesto do it from the jump, from what Jared heard, and then he came back and did it with Sierra. So he followed. He lining me up in the same direction to get there. So that's all I have to do is listen. You know what I'm saying? He never stirred me no wrong. So
Mm-hmm. No, hey, no, that's good stuff. I was gonna ask you real quick also because how do you deal with like from a nutrition standpoint in terms of just keeping yourself grounded there? Because me, I eat a lot of sweets and I know I shouldn't, but I still be doing it. You know what I'm saying? But how do
yeah,
you handle that? You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I guess it just come with the discipline. You know, I got my times where that's my little weakness too. But my mom, yeah, my family is pescatarian actually. So
Okay, cool.
me getting ready for fights and I'm in training camp. I eat whatever they cook. So you know they big on healthy stuff. So whatever they cook, that's that's what I eat. But of course, drinking a lot of water, eating a lot of
Mhm.
vegetables, fruits, and just like I said, just being disciplined, knowing what not to touch, what to eat, what not to eat, how to replenish yourself, how to keep yourself strong through camp while you cutting weight. Just really being disciplined.
Okay, good to go. No, I like that because one thing I will say, with just seeing you in the gym, Frankie, others in the gym, man, y'all be right there. Y'all be ready to go on weight. You know, you're not blowing up after fights and all of that stuff like you see sometimes, but it's like you're ready for that call. So you mentioned, yeah, you were just sitting there waiting to the next on to the next one, and look at there, you're ready, locked in now, getting
Yeah,
him kicked off.
yeah, most definitely. I can't wait to announce this one right here. Like I said, it's
Oh,
20,
yeah.
2026 is going to be a big year for the whole team. So I'm definitely looking forward to kicking off the year and hitting the ground running. I'm definitely trying to set the tone for the new year. So yeah, if I gave y'all a hint, I'm trying to set the tone for the new year. So
All
yeah,
right.
I'm definitely excited to get back for sure.
All right, no doubt. Bet that right there for sure. Hey, he's getting ready. He'll
It's a
be on
great,
the
great
lookout.
year, man. 2025. You got to continue it, man. Just keep continuing. Make it better and better. It should just only get better, man.
Yeah, most definitely. Like I said, the competition only gonna get tougher, so you gotta train even harder, and that's what I'm here for, and that's what I'm definitely ready for. So I'm just ready to show that I am one of the ones coming out of this area, and Hillcrest has another champion on the way.
Oh yeah. No,
More,
hey,
more champions on the way.
yes,
So,
sir. Yes, sir. I did. Yeah, I bet. And it is gonna happen. It's definitely gonna happen. I seen the way y'all put it at work. I was looking back at your thing, see how many times you fought. So you got in 2 this year, and yeah, 2026. Hey, yeah, if you're kicking things off early, then hey, who knows what's in store right there? But all of this builds up to helping you become an even better fighter right there. So we're locked in, looking for, gonna be on that journey there with you for sure.
yeah, most definitely, man. Like my saying say, it's already written. So I just gotta keep flipping through the pages, man. I gotta keep flipping through the pages. Before I know it, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So you heard it here.
Yeah, we'll go back. That's why it's good to have these YouTube conversations, man. And I have a lot of conversations. Even same thing I tell Josh. He's been in Tiara's corner before she
Hmm.
was a champ. And even
Mhm.
Angelo. There's a lot of fighters. Stephanie Hahn. We ride with them, man, and we see you guys become successful and become champs. That's like it's a beautiful thing, man. And it's always gonna be here on YouTube. And we can always go back and maybe make some clips in the future.
Yeah, definitely, man. Most
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, speaking it into existence. That's what's happening right now.
Yeah.
It is gonna happen for sure. So no, that's good stuff right there, man. Ervin Treypound full of folks in the mix with a shout out. Bruce Gas Boxing Jazz came through. Hey, folks, if you haven't, be sure to check out everyone who dropped through. Show some love right there. 10K Trey __ on Instagram, and he's on YouTube as well. If you look at Ervin Treypound Fuller, I'm sure he'll pop up, and I'll drop it. I'm gonna drop it on my page there in our community post once we're done here. But man, this is a great thing there, Trey Pound. Just being a part of, or at least witnessing this journey as you're on it. When these themes come to fruition, hey, best of luck, because hey, you got the mentality, and it's going to happen. What's destined is destined. I know some others mentioned that in the comments. Hey, you can't stop God's plans, as they say.
Not at all. Not at all.
Yes, sir. All right, so man, we're gonna wrap this thing up, folks. But we're here with Ervin Treypound Fuller. Man, we appreciate him dropping by, showing some love. 86 Boxing, Skywalker Boxing. Any last words for the fans, the followers, the people out there, Trey, who hey, they're gonna be tuning in and looking forward to you here in the near term.
I appreciate y'all. Keep tuning in, keep following the journey. Like I said, it's already ran. Stay locked in with me. Follow me on Instagram at 10K Trey __. If you want to find my YouTube, I think I got my YouTube link in my bio too. So this
Okay.
tune, man, lock in with me, man. Stay on the rise with me, man. Y'all looking at y'all next future world champion. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're looking forward to it. All right, folks. Well, you heard it here live and direct. 86 Boxing, Skywalker Boxing, Ervin Treypound Fuller. We out of here, people.